Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Jalen Suggs out there with Murray. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's R68 in at the 4. Good on the bucket.
Well, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
Launches it. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Rejected by Holmgren. In transition, here come the Pacers. Here's Daniels. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Daniels has got 5 now.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Leonard outside. Nicked by Gobert. Elbow shot on the way. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-on-one player capable of carrying a team.
And it's Holmgren missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Leonard. Really had his troubles in that loss to San Antonio. Just couldn't find his rhythm.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? And I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Pass to Leonard. 1:43 left in the first quarter here. Down low. The 3 from R68. Offensive rebound. From outside the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. R68 will be nailing threes for many years to come.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. In the 3rd spot, Los Angeles.
Well, it was a big focal point for them last season, making good on their trips from the free throw line.
Holmgren, the pass to Daniels. And here's Holmgren. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by R68. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued to vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Grind.
Allie, thank you. And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the Clippers picking up the basket just a moment ago. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Murray.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Leonard for 3. Indiana with a rebound. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each one won.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's a tie game in Indiana. And the second quarter about... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Rizachet out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Suggs in at the shooting guard position. Here's Leonard. Rejected by Holmgren.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
A clear look for Murray. A good-looking shot from the wing. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2 coming into this, having Knox to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they wanted to win the physical battle in that game, and they did. The rebounding numbers really paint the picture.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
Now here's Matherin. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Daniels misses. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Murray against Halliburton. Suggs outside. Gobert with a screen on Matherin. The 3 from Suggs. On target from range.
Timeout.
Suggs has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game. And I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Now here's Murray. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Here's Leonard. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, it's been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Rizachet. Leonard outside. Halliburton against Murray. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Halliburton. Three-pointer Matherin. They get it back. Durham. And the 7-footer falls.
You have to put a body on Durham. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Rizachet. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
There's a screen. Back to Halliburton. Holmgren inside. He's against Gobert. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard finds some space. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Leonard's got 11 points. Halliburton against Murray. Streaking in. Here's Halliburton. Banked it in off the glass.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Leonard way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a... Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile...
Now it's time to check in. And that'll do it for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Jalen Duren out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Daniels in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pacers trail by 3. Inside. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Here's Halliburton. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Gobert. Here's Leonard. No good with a layup. Mathurin against Suggs. Halliburton outside. 90 seconds into the second half now. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Halliburton too good offensively, and that's a nice-looking jumper.
Here's Rizachet, covered by Duren. Back to Murray. Tipped. Halliburton with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
The Clippers trail. Suggs outside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Suggs has got his second basket of the night.
And another great assist. Timeout. The offense is really clicking now.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, fans, it's dance game time. Get ready to dance like everyone wants it.
We have a moment. Let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Mathurin. He's in 3rd in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he would win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Oh, you know that. No question about his abilities. Well, Brett, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, VA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
And he drops the first.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
And Leonard drops them both. Indiana leading by 3. Outside Mathurin. Out to the right wing. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Halliburton. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Suggs. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Suggs has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Duren to the post. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Daniels. Duren with a screen on Suggs. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. Tries again. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 7. Just 4 seconds left in the third. The 3 from Suggs. Drains the triple.
For 3.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Indiana. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. We've got Jalen Suggs, Kawhi Leonard out there with Risachet. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Murray in at point guard. On the wing, Daniels. Connects from downtown. And the Pacers lead by 5.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Gobert with a screen on Mathurin to the paint. Oh, the tower with the power move.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Mathurin against Suggs. Pass to Holmgren. This one for 3. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 3 from Risachet. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the inside. Halliburton outside. 4 on the clock. Releases. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Risachet, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Suggs. Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, a reliable way to create for others. Suggs disrupts the coverage with the play and makes the pass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Matherin. Pass to Daniels. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And block. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's the fast break. Now here's Durham. The three from Holmgren. And Indiana misses again. The Clippers trail. Leonard looking around. To the inside. To the left side wing. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Daniels. Leonard defending. Murray against Halliburton. On the wing, Matherin. Halliburton against Murray.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Leonard. Matherin with a rebound. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Halliburton on the wing. To the middle.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots. And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Matherin. 2.
And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 6. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You want more of this from DeJounte Murray, just playing on the front foot, getting to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 5. And Murray drops them both. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
The 3 from Suggs. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Knocks down the long J. So Indiana wins it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their